I'm definitely up for fighting. There's a lot of names in the division, for sure. But at the same time, look at what this creates as well. I'm a fighter, and I understand that economics of business as well, and this does good business.
Have you lost your mind? This is Anthony Joshua that you just called out. You're fighting Anthony Joshua in less than a month. Why are you doing this?
I like to challenge myself. I like to take on the biggest, the best. I said anyone, anytime, any place. I truly mean that.
It's as serious in his same approach. If we're in the real world and he takes it serious, this fight should not go longer than about 30 to 60 seconds. That's all, and I love Jake. Even if he wanted to move around, there's nothing he can do.
Anthony Joshua has issued a chilling warning to Jake Paul. The former heavyweight champion, known for his explosive power and unshakable presence in the ring, made it clear that he isn't underestimating the social media star. Joshua's message isn't just a simple statement, it's a bold declaration of intent, signaling that anyone who steps into the ring with him, even a crossover fighter like Paul, should be prepared for a battle unlike anything they've ever faced before.
Anthony Joshua should not get in the way of Fury and Joshua, really, in my view. It's an absolute joke. It shouldn't be sanctioned. I really don't believe it should be sanctioned. I have a sneaking suspicion that it would be a very big fight. But the biggest thing is us rubbernecking to actually see if they do get to the point where they step in the ring together. Because Jake Paul's an area-level fighter, a British area-level fighter, and Anthony Joshua is still a killer and a live heavyweight. That should not be sanctioned anywhere in the world, in my view.
It's dangerous, mate.
Very dangerous.
It brings the sport into disrepute. The people that are talking about organising that, they should have a real hard look at themselves.
But even Eddie Hearn's kind of teasing he doesn't like it, but you can see the glitz of dollars.
There's no price. There is no price.
There shouldn't be.
There's absolutely no price on the planet in order to make that fight because it is dangerous.
Joshua's 2024 defeat to Dubois created cracks in his legacy, convincing many that the heavyweight division had moved past him. Instead of diving back into another grueling title hunt, this fight offers him a high-reward, low-commitment return. Fewer rounds, a huge payday, and worldwide visibility through Netflix.
I believe it because AJ's involved, and I think AJ'd struggle to. He's going to take enough flack over this, but again, it's money talk. So I think AJ will struggle because it's an Owen situation. If he goes in there, Jake Paul lasted the distance. What does he tell you about AJ? Apart from he's just earned an extra 50 million quid. If he goes there and struggles with Jake Paul, then what do you say about AJ? Your heydays are well and truly over. If he goes in there and knocks him out, then I'll say that's to be expected. So the glory, there's probably not much glory in it, apart from the haters of Jake Paul to say, right, I've got rid of this kid. I think it's very brave of Jake Paul. So now the problem child has got us to believe this fight's actually happening. So now you've got our attention. So now you've got to back up the boast. It's not about, you're not playing tiddlywink. This is the only game you can't play. You can play football, golf, tennis.
Jake Paul stepping into the ring with Anthony Joshua isn't just a massive gamble. Many experts see it as a serious threat to his health. Boxing insiders, including Ariel Helwani, have warned that Joshua's sheer power and veteran experience could put Paul in real danger, with brutal knockouts being a very real possibility.
7 fights, has been beaten 3 times. The 4 fighters that he beat didn't come to win. So he's not in his prime, is he? He's literally at the end of his career, pretty much finished. And this is why taking this fight with you is telling you all you need to know. It's a cash out. He might as well just cream as much money as he can at the end of his career, fighting an absolute joke shop in clown world. When I beat Anthony Joshua, he says, every doubt disappears. Come on. I mean, if this is a straight up AJ versus Jake Paul, then we all know what should happen. This is a 1-round job because AJ, even though he's past his best, even though he's seen better days, he throws a nice 1-2 down the middle. He's got a nice bit of distance, and fake Paul can't fight. He just can't. I don't care what anybody tells me. He can't fucking fight. He lost to Tommy Fury for crying out loud. He can't jump in with Anthony Joshua now and expect to get a result. So, no doubt's going to disappear. All that's going to happen.
Rising heavyweight Moses Italma even urged Paul to prioritize his health over the paycheck, warning that one badly timed punch could lead to long-term consequences. Meanwhile, former pro Amir Khan didn't hold back, stating bluntly that Joshua could seriously hurt him, potentially causing brain damage.
You know what? I think it's a great fight, and I think Joshua sparked him out in like 2 rounds. Really? Yeah, why do you look surprised when I don't?
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying.
Come on, bro. You're fighting like one of the best heavyweight fighters in the world against a YouTuber. Like, come on. Like, respect the sport of boxing. And if AJ has to go in there and show these influencers that, listen, you can't fuck about with boxing. You know what I mean? Someone's going to get hurt badly, and this could be one of the first fights where a fighter gets hurt badly, because if you look at the size difference and the power difference, I mean, bro, there could be brain damages going on. I mean, AJ could hurt him badly, you know.
Well, when you look at Francis Ngannou, who's one of the most fearsome combat styles there is. I know it's MMA, but we saw what AJ did to Ngannou. So,
and that's why you don't look. You can't be surprised if AJ is going to do the same to what's it called again?
Nevertheless, Jake Paul remains convinced he can defeat Anthony Joshua, insisting there are real weaknesses in Joshua's game that make this a winnable matchup for him. Speaking on his podcast, Paul didn't hold back. He claimed Joshua has no chin, lacks skill, and moves stiffly. Paul believes Joshua's recent knockout loss to Daniel Dubois revealed a major decline in his durability, making this the ideal moment for him to step in and take his shot.
Paul doing this? Well, I think it's because he genuinely believes there is a chance he can win this. I think he's calculated everything about Anthony Joshua's circumstances, and he's gone, yeah, I actually think I can do this. I can leapfrog so many years of having to build and go through the ranks and do all that stuff by beating a shop-worn Anthony Joshua. And what are the factors in Jake Paul believing this? Well, it would be firstly that AJ received a loss in his most recent fight. Anthony Joshua's not been in the ring since September 2024, so over a year by the time him and Jake Paul get in the ring together. It will have been around 15 months. It was the manner of Joshua's loss where he looked terrible. He looked like a fighter that was well past his best. His timing wasn't there. He even looked a little bit chinny, dare I say. I mean, I still think he's got a good chin. The shot he took from Dubois was absolutely massive and would have knocked down many heavyweights. And he showed decent powers of recovery to get up and struggle through for as long as he did before his over-aggression and miscalculation with the type of shots he was using got him knocked out by Dubois. But if you're deluded enough like Jake Paul, then perhaps you look at that and go, he landed a massive right hand on Joshua's chin. Why can't I do the same? I believe myself to be a very big puncher. And it's that old saying, isn't it? You know, you shoot for the stars, you might at least land on the moon. And I think that's kind of why Jake Paul's maybe got to where he is in life, because he does have too much self-confidence. He does believe in himself.
Jake Paul says this fight is his chance to silence every critic who's always accused him of picking easy or washed-up opponents. He argues that by taking on Anthony Joshua, a genuine heavyweight and former world champion, he's finally proving he can compete at the sport's highest level. According to Paul, once he defeats Joshua, all doubts will vanish. No one will be able to question his ability.
A real boxer. They said, fight someone your size. They said, fight a world champion. We looked at a long list of supposed...
While this bold confidence has drawn both amusement and criticism from fans and analysts, it highlights Paul's mindset as he prepares to face one of boxing's most seasoned heavyweights. He believes that being crafty, anticipating his opponent's moves, and exploiting defensive gaps are strategies he can successfully bring from practice into a high-stakes fight. Still, experts caution that athletic skill and genuine in-ring experience cannot be substituted with confidence alone.
Bring him up! Bring him up! Bring him up! He's not gonna get there without this shit.
One of the key factors in this matchup is the weight difference between the fighters. Jake Paul reportedly came in at nearly 200 pounds for his bout against Mike Tyson, while Anthony Joshua typically competes in the heavyweight range, weighing between 252 and 255 pounds.
That was going to be. I legit think it was probably close to happening. Now you're telling me there were discussions and potentially, signed to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. And again, I do believe the reason for that is Jake's massive size advantage. Again, that's like a 100-pound weight advantage. How would that even work? Like, how do you even... Never mind. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole because it's not official and I don't think it's happening. So let's just not even broach that subject. But let's talk about the Anthony Joshua fight. And I want to hear the clip again because I just can't believe what I'm hearing. Let's play it again.
I know my boundaries. I want to fight Anthony Joshua exclusive because I know that I will fucking beat Anthony Joshua's ass. I know I will. He just got knocked out, right? Yeah. He doesn't have a chin and he has no skill and he's stiff. And I love you, Anthony. We're friends. All this shit, but I want to fight you.
So Jake says he wants to fight Anthony Joshua. He says he's going to beat Anthony Joshua's ass, that he doesn't have a chin, that he has no skill, and that he's stiff. And then you hear Derek again with the porn creeper stash chime in. Didn't he just get knocked out? Yeah, by Daniel Dubois, who is a reigning heavyweight champion of the world. Not that that means anything at all, I don't guess. Yeah, Jake's just flat out wrong here with a lot of his critiques of Anthony Joshua in comparison to himself. Like, if you want to say for the elite heavyweights in the world that Anthony Joshua has a little bit less skill and is more stiff than they are, then okay, but Anthony Joshua is still an elite heavyweight in the world. And then to go as far as to say, I will...
Anthony Joshua has faced some of the biggest names in boxing and brings far more experience than Jake Paul, a point often highlighted by Joe Rogan in discussions about the fight. Joshua has battled elite fighters and gone through intense wars in the ring, while Paul is still relatively new to the sport.
Into his own, man. That's what that is. He's only like 27. That guy's fucking scary. He's dangerous. Going into that fight, it seems like he believed that he was just going to dominate him. He was so aggressive. He was just in the pocket constantly, just forcing Joshua to go to war. It was wild.
Everybody was like, look, to Joshua, I think you're done.
Right after he knocks out Francis Ngannou, and everyone's like, you're back.
Yeah.
Flattened Francis Ngannou, and everyone's like, oh, Joshua's back.
Thanks for watching Ring Pulse. Hit the like button, smash the subscribe, and stay tuned for more hard-hitting boxing action.